whether in the comment section or anywhere. I want to have your response.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, I said, give me an example of a fiat money if you really understand what I was talking about. Put it in the comment section or unmute yourself and talk. So I want to be sure you guys are getting me. So I'm not just speaking in the air. Give me an example of a fiat money. Oh, nobody understands. Okay, I'm going to repeat that again. That means no one is really getting me. So I need to be sure you guys are getting the class. So what is fiat money? Fiat money is paper issued by a government. It's a legal tender that replaces the gold and other commodities. And it's also portable and easy to use. Another thing about fiat money is that it is not scarce. And that is why there is always rising inflation. There's always rising inflation on fiat money, and fiat money does not have any value. It has value but no intrinsic value. When we get to the meaning of cryptocurrency, you are going to understand well. So what is cryptocurrency actually? Cryptocurrency is a digital form of money and protected by a cryptograph. Protected by a cryptograph. A cryptograph is a kind of technology that when we get to the explanation on blockchain, you are going to understand the meaning of cryptography. And a cryptocurrency is a kind of currency that cannot be duplicated or destroyed. And is a kind of currency also that works on a distributed network, that is on a peer-to-peer network. And it has no border, there's no boundary, there's no limit, it has no control or by any human being or any regulatory body. Cryptocurrency is fully decentralized. Decentralized means it is not situated in one location. It is in every location at the same time together. So what is Bitcoin? Bitcoin is the first cryptocurrency and it is very transparent. It is scarce because we only have about 21,000 BTC in circulation all over the world. You can't have more than that all over the world. If it is dollar, you cannot even tell the number of dollar in circulation because once it is needed, they print more. So there is no limit to it. But for Bitcoin, it is scarce and it is open source, and it is censorship. Bitcoin is the first cryptocurrency, transparent, scarce, open source, and censorship resistant. Okay, it's also a digital form of money protected by cryptography. It can be duplicated or destroyed. Like we said the other time, it is also distributed and borderless because it's also a cryptocurrency, but it's the first cryptocurrency. Okay, I believe you understand that. Then let's proceed. So the question is, who created Bitcoin? Well, according to history and research, the creator of Bitcoin is a pseudonymous computer scientist, and he was the one who created the blockchain technology. And it's a brilliant solution. The blockchain technology itself is a brilliant solution for Bitcoin. Actually, the Bitcoin blockchain technology is a brilliant solution to the double spend problem. When you want to send your money in bank now, if I'm transferring money from my bank to your bank, I'm using my bank app to send money to you. That means I have my money with my bank, then my bank sends it to your bank, and then your bank remits it to you. So money has passed through about 4 people before it gets to you. So if anything happens among these trusted parties, the money won't get to you. That's why you have a lot of people that complain that I've sent you the money, I've not received it. So what happened? The people in between are the one handling that, and they couldn't handle it well. That is why you're having such kind of problem. So Bitcoin actually is created to solve that problem, double spend problem, and it was launched in 2009. So, but the person who created it is unknown. As you can see, the picture here, we don't know, but we know the name according to the white paper as Satoshi Nakamoto. Satoshi Nakamoto. That is the name of the creator. That was what the creator put in the document as his name. But till date, there is no personality identified with that name. So now let's talk about blockchain. What is blockchain? It's a distributed database. What do we mean by distributed database? If you look at the screen very well, you will see some kind of points in different locations all over the world. That tells you how blockchain operates. Please do me a favor. A lot of people don't know we've started. Go to the group and tell them we've started the class. We started the class, please. I need about 5 or 10 of you to do that right now. You need to do that because I'm going to do live demonstrations as well. So what is blockchain? It's a distributed database, that is a data that exists in several computers with the same record. As you can see, we have different points all over the world. So each point like this has the same record in different locations. Just like I have my computer here, you have your computer in your room. About 50 of us have computers in our room. Now, about 50 of us have computers in our room. And on our computers together, there is a file. Okay, there's a file on my system. Whenever I press Ctrl Save, it automatically saves on everybody's system at the same time. So if I try to change the file in my side, it will not save again. Why? Because it cannot overwrite what is in other people's system. So once a transaction is being deployed on the blockchain, it cannot be edited again. Unlike the normal bank, when you go to bank, you make payment, the banker receive your payment. That's all. The banker have the access to your money. It can manipulate or do anything because no other person has access to it. But for a blockchain, the moment the transaction is being recorded, it records on all the computers that are connected at the same time. So that is why the blockchain is a distributed database. That is, data is distributed on several computers at the same time. So blockchain, what is blockchain? It deals with money, it deals with documents, it deals with all sorts of digital data, and it is a tamper-proof system. As I explained the other time, you cannot edit whatever has been deployed. That is why people, I don't know, for those of you who have heard about smart contract before, you hear something like, it is verified, it has been deployed, cannot be edited. Yes, it is true. Once a contract is deployed on the blockchain, it cannot be edited and it cannot be changed again, because it is going to run according to the information that has been implemented into it. So as I said the other time, blockchain is a distributed database and is a chain of linked blocks. It's a chain of linked blocks. I have explained that, and is a special type of ledger. That is a record that it's not a record that is stored in one place. It's a record that is stored in multiple locations. So the participants don't need to trust each other. Everyone keeps track of balances and transactions, whatever happens. So what happens if someone tries to cheat the system? Okay, now I told you it's on a decentralized platform. It's a distributed ledger. So the moment you deploy a transaction, it is recorded on all systems at the same time. Whenever anybody tries to cheat the system, it is going to verify that block on all the system. If it is the same thing, if it is directly equal to it, if it is not equal, that transaction will be nulled. It will be rejected as invalid. And that's what you see happening over here. This transaction is trying to cheat the system, but it could not match the records of what we have on ground. That is why it cannot work. So when you are doing your transaction on the blockchain technology, you should know that whatsoever you are doing is plain and is transparent to everyone all over the space. So now let's talk about Bitcoin and blockchain. What is Bitcoin? What is blockchain? What's the difference? Is there any difference? Do we really have a difference between Bitcoin and blockchain? Yes. A blockchain is a distributed database that records information, any kind of digital data, several use cases, various ways to build digital ledger. While Bitcoin is a digital currency. Bitcoin is a digital currency and is also a financial asset which is tradable. Is the first and the most popular cryptocurrency. It's also a computer software and is an open source code, and it is public and decentralized. So I believe you understand the difference now. Blockchain is the platform. Bitcoin is one of the projects on the platform. So Bitcoin runs also on a blockchain. I believe you get that. So what is Bitcoin versus fiat? What's the difference between Bitcoin and fiat money? Now, Bitcoin is decentralized, while fiat is centralized. Bitcoin is peer-to-peer, that is, you don't pass through any third party. I'm sending my money directly to you, or you are sending directly to me. But for fiat money, it is controlled by the government. Right now, the government can make a policy that all banks to shut down from today, and that means everybody is not going to access their money again. Why? Because it's a fiat money. But for Bitcoin, it is peer-to-peer. You have full control of your money, and when you are sending directly to your receiver. Now, another difference is that Bitcoin is scarce, and that is why everyone needs to hold a cryptocurrency. It's scarce, but fiat money is not scarce. If the money is getting out of it, they can print more. So that's the difference. Bitcoin is controlled and limited. It has a controlled and limited supply, because it has been the total supply for BTC Bitcoin, which is BTC, is about it's 21 million. Yeah, if I'm accurate, that's about 21 million total supply. But for fiat, it has unlimited supply. Only God knows the number of dollars in circulation. Only God knows the number of naira in circulation. Once they need more, they just print more, and that is why Bitcoin also has irreversible transaction. You cannot reverse money, because that's one of the things that allows scams. You cannot reverse money with BTC, but with fiat money, you can always have chargebacks. It can be reverted if you pass through the normal procedure. Now, for Bitcoin, it is fast, cheap, and censorship resistant. But for fiat, it is inefficient. All right, let's proceed. Now, let's talk about the processing of transferring money. Now, when you go to the bank, let's say Alice go to the bank. He wants to send $200. The bank is charging him about $14, and at the end of the day, his recipient receives about $186. That's a fee of 7% in 3 days. Even right now, especially in Nigeria, you can't send money out to people. You can't send money out. Yeah, you can't send money out to people. Right now in Nigeria, a lot of all these policies. We have a lot of policies now that does not allow people to send. Now, if you now manage to even send, it will take days, if not weeks, before the money gets to the person. But do you know that the worldwide remittances made up to 689 billion in 2018, and 7% would count for 48 billion. You know what that means? Now let's talk about blockchain transfer. On the blockchain, you are sending $200, and the transaction fee goes for on $1. The receiver receives $199, but the fee on blockchain is 0.5%, and it takes a processing time of about 30 to 90 minutes at most 90 minutes. And even right now, we have systems that send at the speed of light. I'm just talking about BTC. If we talk about BSC itself, Binance Smart Chain, you are receiving almost instantly. At most, except if there's a congestion on the network. At most, the max time I've ever sent on BSC network is about 25 seconds. So it goes at the speed of light. So on January 16th, someone paid $0.49 in fee to move $1 billion in a single BTC transaction. You see, how are you going to do that in a physical if it was to be fiat? You know the number of fee. $0.49 to move $1 billion just in a single transaction. The money is moved. So you understand the difference now. So now let's talk about cryptocurrency wallets. Let's talk about cryptocurrency wallets. Cryptocurrency wallets, a tool used to interact with the blockchain network, and it can be divided into three main groups. It can be divided into three main groups. We have the hot wallet, and then we have the cold wallet. So that every one of us needs to understand this. Please pay attention to this, because these are very vital information if you really want to trade the cryptocurrency space. Now, what are hot wallets? Hot wallets are software wallets. What do we mean by software wallet? Like you're buying like your Binance app, like any other application or software, any software that can contain your cryptocurrency, like Trust Wallet and so all these applications, it is software wallet. That is what we call hot wallet. It is called hot probably because you can easily transact on them quickly. Now, when we say a wallet is a cold wallet, we mean it's a kind of wallet that is not connected to the internet. Yes, you can hold your cryptocurrency without the internet. We have cold wallet. That's why it is called cold wallet. And in the cold wallet, there are two kinds of wallet. We have the hardware wallet, and then we have the paper wallet. The hardware wallet is a kind of, there's a device, there is a ledger, we call it ledger. There's a device called ledger, Bitcoin ledger, that you can use to, just like your flash drive, just like you copy files on flash drive, you can receive your cryptocurrency on this ledger, on a device, and store it. It makes your cryptocurrency more secure. Nobody can access it anywhere without that device, and that device also is locked by your private, and only you is going to have that if you don't share it with anybody. And another one also is the paper wallet, and the paper wallet also is like the hardware wallet, but it's kind of I don't know the best English to use for it, but just as the name implies, like a physical kind of. I think immediately after this class, I'm going to send a screenshot for the three kinds of wallets so that you guys are going to understand it very well. But it's also similar to what we have as an hardware wallet. The difference is just that hardware wallet operates on a device, while this one operates on a physical this kind of. I need to send you the screenshot so that you guys can understand that. So we have the software version, we have the web version, we have the desktop, the mobile, the hardware, and the paper wallet. So let's talk about blockchain use cases. Blockchain use cases. You can use the blockchain for remittances, you can use it for supply chains, you can use it for healthcare. Because when I started cryptocurrency, I did my research. Actually, blockchain was created to solve health records. Actually, so you can use it for a lot of things. You can use it for charity. You can use it for decentralized finance. You can use it for decentralized application. That is the meaning of DApps. You can use it for gaming. You can use it for governance. You can use it for identity management. You can use it for internet of things, IoT, that is internet of things, how things are run on the internet. You see, the blockchain is unlimited in its capacity, so you need to understand all these things as you progress into the crypto space. Now, what are the blockchain use cases? As a remittance, like I said, you can use it to transfer money anywhere all over the world, and it has the largest flow of funds into developing countries, and it is also fast growing, about 9.6% increase in 2018, and right now it has a massive adoption almost all over the world. And blockchain remittances does not charge you much. There are low fee, there are less intermediary, and there's fast transaction. So blockchain use cases in terms of supply chain: a network of people and business creating and distributing products or services. Like I said, you can use the blockchain as a platform to distribute, something like BitTorrent. If you search Google about BitTorrent, it's also a cryptocurrency. That's a cryptocurrency actually, but it's a company that distributes files on a blockchain technology. Yeah. So, and there is you can use a blockchain also to distribute files. You can use it to distribute products. You can use it to do anything that has to do with creating or distributing products or services. That's a tamper-proof database system. It is customizable, it is secure and transparent, less intermediary, faster, and there are less fraud. If you understand what you are doing, you can hardly be fraud. A lot of people say that they can hack into people's cryptocurrency wallets, that people can hack into your wallet and bypass your 12 key phrase. It is impossible. Nobody can hack into a decentralized wallet. They can only hack into your wallet when you yourself, either consciously or unconsciously, submit the access. When you submit your key phrases or the private key of your wallet, that is when you can have a kind of attack on your wallet, or when you interact with some kind of smart contract that has been programmed in order to access and you don't know how to read them. That is when you can actually have such cases, and it also reduces labor and costs. Alright, so let's talk about the use cases in healthcare. You can use it to store medical data, you can use it to store patient's record, you can use it to, and data can easily be erased or modified, and you can also use it as a centralized database for prime. But that's like I said, you see, a centralized database is as prime target for hackers. Sorry, the normal healthcare system is yeah. So I'm trying to talk about the blockchain before, but let me talk about the healthcare. The normal healthcare has a storage of medical data, and data can easily be erased or modified on the normal health. The hospital records, they can easily do that, and it has a centralized database, so hackers can easily get into the database and manipulate their record. It does not have transparency and medical insurance frauds. But on a blockchain healthcare system, it is customizable, accessible, and transparent. It is usually built on a distributed private networks, and it is permission-based management. And there is always fraud protection because it's a blockchain technology. There is always data integrity and interoperability, that is easy for different networks to verify and exchange data. So let's look at DeFi. What is the meaning of DeFi? It means decentralized finance. And what are the types? We have decentralized exchange, we have lending, we have borrowing. And what is the benefit is that it has financial inclusion. Same rule apply for everyone. It gives you access globally to any kind of financial interaction. Just like something in Nigeria, there's something called Lapo. Somebody in Spain cannot access Lapo. But with decentralized finance, if Lapo goes on a blockchain technology, they have no limit to their location. They have access to global. They can always lend and borrow people funds through decentralized finance, and it is automated, so you don't need to stress yourself. You don't need to look for people. Everything has been programmed there. There's private, and it can be private, it can be public, and it is permissionless. There's no custodian, there's no KYC, and there's also liquidity provided for it. So what are the issues where decentralized finance can come in? It can come into education and scalability issues. Okay, sorry, what are the basic issue? The basic issue, the issue we are facing currently with decentralized finance, DeFi, is number one, people have poor education about decentralized finance, and so they don't know how to interact with these things, and because they don't understand it. Then the scalability issue with the Ethereum IP, actually, because the highest record of decentralized finance currently is still on the Ethereum network, and there is this issue of high transaction fee, although that is gradually getting resolved with this new technology of the Ethereum 2.0 with the staking method. We pray it is completely implemented soon. So, and user experience, a lot of people make mistakes when they are performing transaction on a DeFi space, and there's also no secure industry standard like Fenzi or Bumble, so most will fail. Most of the time, a lot of people don't know how to interact with these things, and then they are like, they press the wrong buttons and then they get the wrong results. So that's the issue with decentralized finance, actually. So now, while we are here, what is Binance? Binance is the world's largest blockchain and cryptocurrency infrastructure provider with a financial product suite that includes the largest digital asset exchange by volume. Trusted by millions worldwide, we are dedicated to increasing the freedom of money for users and features an unmatched portfolio of crypto products. So it is trusted by we are trusted by millions of users worldwide. We are dedicated to increasing the freedom of money for users and the features of an unmatched portfolio of crypto products and offerings. For more information, you can always visit the website www.binance.com. So Binance is not just an exchange. It's the primary goal is to give everyone the freedom of money, which is what cryptocurrency is actually here for. So what is the vision of Binance is to increase the freedom of money globally. We believe that spreading this freedom, we can significantly improve lives all around the world. And talking about Binance, the trading volume ranked about in a space of 5 months. The trading volume ranked into number one. Currently, Binance is the number one, is the largest crypto exchange that has the highest trading volume, and that just suddenly happened in a space of 5 months. You know, it was number 10 on day 42, and then on day 92 it became number 5. On day 156 it became number 3, and then on day 165 it became number 1. That's so massive. Binance is still one of the most trusted exchange all over the world where you can trade your cryptocurrency successfully. All right, so what is Binance and who we are and where we trade from? Binance is global, and it has users from more than 180 countries all over the world. It has team members from more than 40 countries currently, and one of them is the one speaking to you now. And it has an interface of more than 15 languages currently. So you are in the right place. And let's talk about the Binance ecosystem. The Binance ecosystem from June 2020, this is coming from, because it's now more than this. The Binance ecosystem deals with a lot of things. Now, the core of Binance is as an exchange, and also it has its own cryptocurrency, which is BNB. I believe you already understand that Binance cryptocurrency is BNB. So the core of Binance is you can trade spot or margin, you can trade futures and options, you can perform savings, staking, and mining pool on Binance. You can access loans on Binance. You can create a cryptocurrency card, a kind of virtual card that you use to make payments online, and then it will be automatically deducted from your crypto wallet. That is cool. And then it has a platform for OTC, P2P, and fiat gateways. We are still going to talk about that, especially the P2P, before we end this call. And so Binance has a lot of things attached to it, like I explained the other time. On the spot side of Binance, we have the Binance chain, we have the smart chain, we have the decentralized exchange, and then it has BNB, which is the major cryptocurrency. Now there are two kinds of BNB, especially when you are transacting with people. There are two kinds of BNB. We have the BNB BEP2, and then we have the BNB BEP20. The BNB BEP20 is always called the smart chain. That is the version of the BNB cryptocurrency that is used on a decentralized exchange that can interact with smart contracts and the likes. But the BNB BEP2 is the normal BNB that also that is used mostly for BNB staking and other major Binance transaction. So other coins also that are attached to Binance is the BUSD, the BGPP, the BKRW, and right now we also have NGN. We have the we have these cryptos are actually cryptocurrency that are pegged to a fiat currency. That one BUSD is equal to $1. Do you get it now? So, and we also have the savings staking pool. In that aspect, we have where you can access Launchpad, where if there is a new cryptocurrency that's about to launch, you can always get information there and stake into it and get rewards. We have the labs, we have the X, and then in the we have also there's provision for, I told you Binance ecosystem is very wild. There's provision for the academy, which is the one you are enjoying now. We have the charity. Last year during the COVID, I think there was a donation of millions of dollars in cryptocurrency to India for the support on COVID-19. That's one of the platforms of that Binance have. Then we also have Binance Research that looks into a lot of new inventions and how we can incorporate into the ecosystem as well. So there are a whole lot that you can learn or access with the Binance ecosystem, and currently supports more than 50 currencies, as you can see them listed on the side here. So best of both worlds, when you are trading with Binance, it has a lower fee and is very cheap, and you transact in seconds. It's very fast. You can make deposit and withdraw easily. It is very convenient, if you understand. So when we talk about Binance Fiat, from 0 to 400 in minutes, you deposit fiat, you trade fiat with crypto, and then you also withdraw your fiat. I already explained to you what fiat is. So when you want to buy any cryptocurrency, all you need to do is to you can pay with bank transfer. You are free to deposit. It's very easy to use, just like the normal bank transfer. And you can also pay with Visa or MasterCard, and it has a very low fee, although that has been disabled currently by the Nigerian government. So it's very almost impossible to buy cryptocurrency with MasterCard currently in Nigeria, especially with your Naira card, except you have a dollar card. So, and you can also trade on P2P, which is what I'm going to explain very soon. You can trade on P2P. It is when you are trading on peer-to-peer, it's completely zero fee, completely safe, and you are not paying a dime. You are not paying a dime for fee. You are paying exactly what you are buying. Let's say you want to buy 1 BTC, you are going to pay the actual price, and you are going to get 1 BTC. And then you can also bargain with your price, because you are trading with somebody somewhere that has what you are looking for. So now I want you to do this. After this class, you are going to go ahead and make your first buying of cryptocurrency with your local currency. You are going to do your practicals on how to buy and how to sell cryptocurrency. So immediately we're going to have a short break now. I'm going to give you time for question and answer. Then we'll resume the second part, which is how to buy and sell with peer-to-peer, Binance P2P. Then after this class, you are to perform that. I told you are going to have a cash reward for that. So you can also become a tutor just like me, as I'm training you now, and you can earn up to about $500 per class. If you are very kind of person that has the talent of teaching, if you are passionate about spreading this knowledge with Binance, you can always apply. I will drop the link for people who are interested. You can send me a DM. So let's keep in touch. At the end of this class, I'm going to drop all these links. You have to follow all Binance link, and also follow Spent Nigeria as well, so that you can get updates on what you need to know. So right now, I want you to ask your questions. I will be willing to receive your questions before we proceed. Anyone here? I'll be willing to receive your questions now. Do you have any question? We'll be starting the second class now, how to trade. A lot of you don't know how to buy cryptocurrency yourself. You don't need to look for people that are going to scam you and then you get ripped. So now I will teach you everything you need to know. So I'll be starting that now. In this second class, we'll be talking about what is Binance P2P, why do you need to buy and sell through Binance P2P, how do you use Binance P2P, Binance P2P latest updates, and then how to become a Binance P2P merchant. So what is Binance P2P? Binance P2P means peer-to-peer trading. Now, a lot of you have the questions of how am I going to buy cryptocurrency? I want to know how to buy, I want to know how to sell. When I want to sell it, okay, this is it. It is very simple. You can trade anywhere all over the world. You can trade, you don't need to know people before you trade them. Binance has created a platform for you to do that. So on Binance P2P, it's a platform where you meet, it's a platform for the buyers and the seller. I have crypto, I want to sell it for fiat. You have fiat, you want to buy crypto. So we meet on this platform and then we trade successfully. The buyer places order, and once he places order, Binance is going to seize that crypto from the seller. Because the buyer said he wants to buy, Binance is going to seize it. So you don't have any issue whether it's going to rip you or not. No, that crypto is seized. Whenever an order is placed, crypto is seized, and then the buyer is expected to send money to the seller. Once the seller receives and confirms that he has received your money, all he needs to do is to release the crypto. And you might say, okay, what if he doesn't release it? Well, he doesn't have it anyways. So you are not yet on the loss side, just that it might want to delay the transaction. And when Binance gets such kind of person will be kicked off on the platform. So nobody will want to lose their reputation on this platform. So it's always safe to trade. And on Binance P2P, there are 7 major cryptocurrency you can trade. You can trade BTC, you can trade USDT, you can trade Ethereum, you can trade DAI, you can trade BNB, BUSD, and NGN. So we have about 1, 2, 3, 4. We have about 4 major. We have 4 stable coins and 3 fluctuating coins. What do I mean by stable coins? They are kind of cryptocurrency that are pegged to a fiat currency. For example, USDT and BUSD is pegged to US dollar. What do I mean by that? That 1 BUSD is equal to $1. So if I have 10 BUSD, it means I have $10. If I have 10 USDT, it means I have $10. Now NGN also is pegged to Naira. If I have 1 NGN, I have 1 Naira. I hope you understand now. So if you are buying USDT, you know, okay, you are buying dollar. If you are buying BUSD, you know, okay, you are buying US dollar. You are also buying at the rate of dollar. So, but for BTC, Ethereum, and BNB, you buy them at the current market rate. So these are the 7 major cryptocurrencies you can trade on the Binance P2P. So when you trade them, you can always go and swap them to any other crypto you might want to store or keep. So and on Binance P2P, it has 0 transaction fee. Like I said, you are paying the person selling it to you the same amount of what you are receiving. Don't fall for people that are saying that I will charge you $100, I will charge you 100 Naira, I will charge you. Those people are scammers. I'm going to do that in a demonstration now at the end of this class, how to buy from them. So don't fall for them. Now, for Binance P2P, what are the use cases? It is fiat gateway, profit making, and remittances. So as a fiat gateway, not only fiat gateway to access crypto, but also a private gateway to cash out. It's not only that you can use to buy, you can also sell. You can, if you have a cryptocurrency and you don't know where to sell it, just come to Binance P2P on your Binance app, swap it to on your Binance wallet, swap your coin to any of the 7 coin here, and then once you have it as this, move them to your P2P, and then come to Binance P2P and trade them. You are selling it off. Users also can make profit from offering trades on Binance P2P. I'm going to explain that soon. And then remittances, you can trade with more than 50 supported currencies currently. So there's no limit to what you can trade on Binance P2P. On Binance P2P, you buy and you sell crypto with 0 transaction fee. So on Binance P2P, you can actually make money. How? On Binance P2P, you can say you want to buy and you can say you want to sell at the same time. Okay, you can say I want to buy $1 at 500 and I want to sell $1 at 520. So if I see anyone that wants to buy, that wants to sell to me at the price I said I want to buy, I buy it from the person at 500. At the same time, I'm seeing another person that also want to buy from me at the rate I speculated as 520. So you can also make money with Binance P2P, and it has remittances on over 50 cryptocurrencies, as I said. So why do you need to trade Binance P2P? Now let's do this comparison. If you are trading on the normal way, let's say the normal bank transfer or with your ATM, we call it other fiat on ramps. The deposits, there are direct fiat deposit and withdrawal via banks and e-wallet. But for Binance P2P, it is crypto escrow and it is offline via fiat transaction. So you don't need to stress yourself on the question of whether it's going to process or not. You know, now you are dealing with if somebody like you somewhere. So on other fiat on ramps, it is directly through third party services. But with Binance P2P, is you and the person sending it. But you know, if you are paying, let's say you are paying with ATM card now, you know, you are using your card, the card has to process, your bank has to process. If you have issues with your bank, if you have issues with your card, you're going to have issues with buying crypto. But with Binance P2P, you are sending money directly to somebody and the person is releasing crypto assets between users. Now, for other fiat on-ramps, some payment takes about 1 to 2 days before it processes. But with Binance P2P, you have unlimited payment methods. And if we talk about the fee structure, you know, the way credit card charges fee, especially if you are using PayPal, it's damn it. But on Binance P2P, you are not paying any dime. Even for posting ad, you are not paying any dime. It's free of charge. There's no fee for that. And users on other fiat on ramp, users can only trade at the given price. You know, it is the price that the issuer are giving you that you're going to trade. But with Binance P2P, you both decide, you trade with the kind of price you are okay with. And you know, there is always this thing of transaction limit when it comes to other fiat on ramps. Like in Nigeria now, your transaction limit on your card monthly is $100. But on Binance P2P, it is decided by users. So now let's talk about how to use Binance P2P. It is very simple. I will just explain with this slide and I will also do a practical. Okay, so how do you buy and sell cryptocurrency? Like I was saying the other time, it's very easy and it's very simple. It is very easy and it's very simple. Once you open your Binance app like this, if you have not registered before, click on this top. There's this you see something like an icon here. That it's because I'm logged in, that's why you are seeing it here. Click on that place, you will see login and register, create an account. But I expected every one of us to have registered with the link I posted in the group. So once you've registered, proceed to verification. As you can see here, okay, I'm trying to do the third level verification, that's why it's showing field. So proceed to verification. Okay, so you proceed to verification, like I said in the group the other time, that you should try to verify at least up to the intermediate level of verification. So once you've done that, you've verified yourself up to intermediate level, then you are good to go. So once you log in like this, you are going to see your screen like this, and then you click on P2P trading. You click on P2P trading. As you can see, it's already on the home page. That's where you buy and sell any cryptocurrency. Click on P2P trading. So you can always see there are a list of people that wants to buy. As you can see at the top here, people wants to buy. So people that wants to sell. Then I will buy from them. Now, if I want to sell cryptocurrency, I will click on sell. At the top here, you see the button has changed. I'll click on sell. Then I can sell to any of these people are ready to buy with cash. So now let's look at how to buy. Click on buy, and then you look for the person that you want to trade with. If you look at the first person on my list here, Bami Crypto is verified. So this Bami Crypto is a merchant. On Binance P2P. The next person is FX Best. It is not verified. It's not a merchant. It's a normal user like you. That is why you also should be able to set your you should be able to create an advertisement like this. Anybody can create ad that you want to buy or sell crypto, and you might not necessarily create ad. You might just be trading with people that created ad, depending on whichever way you want it. So let's say I want to trade with this first person. Now you see it's showing limited. He said my position of BTC is less than 1, because this person has said only people that has at least 1 BTC in their wallet. That's the kind of people he wants to trade with. And I don't have that in my wallet, so I can't trade with this person. That's why it is limited. Now this second person said he is going to sell. Now this is USDT. I want to, if it is BTC I want to buy, I can come to BTC. You see, one BTC, this guy is selling it for 23,237,308 naira 79 kobo. And if it is BUSD, I told you BUSD also is equal to $1. So this person is selling BUSD, one BUSD at 519 naira 30 kobo. And this is also USDT. This is BNB. I told you the other time. This is Ethereum, this is NGN, and this is DAY. So it depends on which one you want to buy. I mostly buy USDT so that I can know my calculations well. I mostly buy USDT or BUSD, either of the two, so that I can get my calculations before I transfer them and move them to another cryptocurrency. So let's look if we can trade with Emperor. Emperor wants to sell one USDT for 518 naira 70 kobo, but he only wants to sell a minimum of 78,000 and a maximum of 78,224, and I'm not buying up to that, so I can't trade with this person because I'm not buying up to that. Except if I'm buying up to that, that's why I can trade. Okay, the next person is selling one USDT for 518, which is a bit higher, but his limit, the minimum he can trade is 400,000. I still can't trade with this guy. So I need to skip through because I just want to buy 1,000 naira for the sake of this class. Now this person is, the minimum is 600,000. Okay, now I don't want to be scrolling again. I want to just search. Okay, I will just click on this icon, filter. At the top here, you can see this thing that looks like this filter that you use to get petrol. Just click on filter, and then okay, I want to trade with bank transfer, and I want to buy 1,000 naira. Engine. So it's going to, if I click on yes, now it's just going to filter the whole ad and check the ones that are trading at least 1,000 naira. Now I can say I only want to trade with merchants alone, and I can say I want to trade with anybody. So I want to trade with anybody actually, because I want you also to learn from some people that are trying to scam people. Yes. So you see, it has filtered them 1,000. Everybody here now is 1,000. So this ad now is showing based on my request on the filter. So here we go. I can't trade with the first two people, it's limited. The third person is selling one USDT at 519. So let's see. Let me buy. So I'll just click on buy. So this kind of window will pop up. I want to buy 2,000 naira worth of cryptocurrency. But let me see, let me buy $10. Now I don't want to type in naira because I don't want to be doing the mathematics. I want to type it in crypto. I'll just click buy crypto. Okay, I want to buy 10 USDT. Or let me buy 11. So buying 11 will be 5,718 naira according to the rate he's selling. So this guy is saying that okay, his payment window is 15 minutes and he is releasing trade once payment is received. I should only call him 10 minutes after payment. Cool. He's a nice person to trade with. He does not have any fishy description, so I can trade with him. Let's see. Let me try to buy $11. So once I'm satisfied with the calculation, I'll click on buy USDT. Boom. And then immediately 11 USDT is locked. He cannot access it again. So I can chat him. I'll click on chat. Okay, he has said releasing trade once. Okay. I said okay. Are you active? I can chat him, and I can also decide to call him on phone. Hello, I want to send you money. Are you active? So I expect him to send a response too soon. So as you can see, Binance has locked the seller's crypto. He cannot access $11 again until we finish this transaction. And if he doesn't release my crypto, well, he doesn't have it also. All I need to just do is to report him to Binance, and then Binance is going to look into it. If I'm able to provide my proof, then Binance is going to release it for me because it's already locked with Binance. So let me proceed to quickly make the payment so that I don't exhaust. Time is counting for me. I need to make payment in 15 minutes. So I'll go to payment page. I will look for the seller's details. As you can see, I'm to pay him 5,718 naira 79 kobo. I'm to pay it to his account Joseph Osanlia Kuda Bank, whatever. So I'm going to open my bank app now. I won't share that on the call. I'm going to open my bank app now, and I will quickly transfer the money to him so that I can proceed to the transaction. So that is how it works. So I don't know this guy before, and I don't need to know him. That is how Binance P2P work. For the fact that it's on the Binance chain, things are very easy here. So I'm trying to send the money to him now. Let's see. Paste. Sorry, what's the account again? Kuda Bank. Okay. Let me send him money now, so that you also have your confidence while you are trading. Kuda. Okay. So how much am I sending? I just click on copy, and I'm pasting it here straight up. I'm sending 5,718. 5,718.79. Continue, and confirm transfer. Alright, I have sent this user the money. So what am I going to do now? Let me start sharing my screen back now. So what am I going to do? I'm going to notify the seller. Now I need to be very fast because I've sent the seller money. If I don't click on transferred, as you can see on my screen now, if I don't click on transferred, the seller has just collected my money and it's going to go with it. So I'm going to click on transfer to notify the seller. So once I click on that, then I'm safe. So I should expect my crypto to enter in no time. So I've marked the payment as paid. So I expect him to release 11 USDT very soon. So now that is basically how to buy any cryptocurrency, as I've explained to you. The same thing whenever you want to sell. So you see now orders. My order is paid. I've paid him, so I'm expecting him to release the cryptocurrency. So the same thing when you want to sell. Now let me go back home. When you want to sell, so okay, let's proceed. There are different kind of wallets in Binance app. I was explaining to you the other time about Binance on its own. So we have this an overview is a summary of all your wallets. So we have the spot wallet, we have the funding, we have the cross margin isolated USD M features, coin M features, we have the stock wallet, we have the P2P wallet, we have the N wallet, we have the pool. As you can see them up here also. So you can always switch to which of the wallet. So on your P2P wallet is where all your P2P money is being stored. You see the seller has released the coin. I already have it in my wallet now. So let me see. Click on buy. You see it's completed. He has released the funds. So I already have it in my wallet now. So the $11 came to my P2P wallet. So it is only funds in the P2P wallet that you can sell out. And when you buy, it comes to your P2P wallet. If you want to trade them, if you want to trade this coin now with other cryptocurrency, what you are going to do is you are going to transfer it to your spot. So you click on transfer. If you want to send it to another Binance user, you use send, the one at the top. You want to transfer it, you see, you just click on the email of the person. But if you want to transfer it to your spot wallet, you click on transfer. Okay, from P2P to spot, I want to transfer USDT. I have 11. I want to transfer everything. I click on max transfer. So you see, I don't have anything in my P2P again. That's moved to my spot. So here it is now in the spot, $12. So here I can trade it with any of this cryptocurrency here that supports USDT. So now let's talk about selling. I want to sell this cryptocurrency back. What do I need to do? This cryptocurrency is in my spot wallet. It's not in my P2P wallet. I can only sell what is in the P2P wallet. I will come to my spot and click on transfer, just as we did from spot back to P2P. Which of the coin? It has to be one of the 7 coins I told you. Don't forget. that USDT, BUSD, BNB, BTC, Ethereum, DAI, or NGN. So you convert all your coins back to any of those 7 to be able to sell it out for cash. And then, okay, I want to sell $11 back. I click on transfer. So once I transfer it, it goes to P2P, and then I can start trading. I click on sell. I look for the best person that I can sell to. Okay, this person is buying a minimum of 1,000 naira and he wants to buy a maximum of 3,000 naira, and he wants to buy it at the rate of, hold on, can I check something? How much did I even buy this? The one I just bought. What was the rate I bought it? I bought it at 519.89. Okay. Now, if I'm selling it at 590, I'm going to make losses. But for the sake of the class, I'm going to try to, well, I'm not going to sell it. I'm going to try to sell it. So I click on sell. Let's say I want to trade with this guy. I click on sell. Okay, that has been updated. Okay, I click on sell, 518. How much did I want to sell? I want to sell $10. So the calculation is 510. He said the minimum is 3,859. Please mute yourself. Please mute yourself. So the minimum he wants to buy is 3,859 USDT, and I don't have up to that, so I can't trade with this guy. That's why this option is not shown. You see, the minimum is 2 million. The minimum is 2 million. 2 million. As I said, filter. And I want to get my payment in bank transfer. Okay, I didn't mention something. When you finish registering, do something. Make sure you set your payment method here, because it is the payment method you set that will determine. You see, click to add your payment method. You can add. There are a lot of payment methods. So I can add more back transfer, and then so you have to set your payment method here so that you can trade successfully on Binance P2P. So let me just filter this to 1,000 naira bank transfer. Yes. So I'm on sell tab. Okay, this guy wants to sell a minimum of 1,000 naira. Let me click on sell. So let me just sell like $3. $3 will be 1,500. So let me select the payment method, pay into my GT Bank. Okay, so this guy said his payment method is 45 minutes. I can't wait for 45 minutes. I won't trade with this guy. And he's also telling me that he will pay very quickly, and he's charging me 100 naira. Now, this kind of people are scammers. Don't trade with them, because Binance P2P does not charge you any fee. Anybody claiming that he is going to charge you fees is scammer. He tries to play on people's intelligence. That's why the maximum is trading is 3,000 naira. So on this kind of low trades, if you calculate 100 naira and about 100 people, 100 trades in a day, he has ripped people off like 10,000 naira in calculation. So this kind of people, don't trade with them. Look for someone who is very straightforward. Let's see. The same thing. He said he's going to charge 100 naira on every transaction. If I was ready, I would trade with this guy, and I would not release my coin until he balances me up. I won't release the coin, and there's nothing he can do about it, because even if he files on an API, he cannot file an API because he knows what he's doing. Yeah. So you look for somebody that is convenient with you. Let's see this guy. Okay, I don't charge extra fee. Please don't use any crypto. Yeah, this is a good person to trade with. I can say, okay, I want to trade $3 and I want you to pay to my GTC, and then I click on sell USDT. Once I click on that, my USDT will be locked till the person says he has sent the money and I release the crypto asset. So basically, that is how to buy and sell on Binance P2P. So let me quickly wrap it up, because we've spent about an hour plus and a lot of people have dropped off the call, so that we don't just waste much of our time. But I believe this is not a time wasted. Actually, you should have learned one or two things, and if not, a lot of things. So let me quickly wrap it up by, okay, so like I said, before you trade, register at Binance, complete your identity verification, complete your SMS authentication, and set your payment method. I've shown you that. Once you do that, then you can buy crypto. Just click on P2P, click on buy, place your order, and then click on transfer. Immediately you send the money, click on transfer. Very important. If you don't click it, you will lose your money. And once the time counts down, Binance is going to cancel the trade and assume you've not sent any money. Once you send the money, click on transfer, and please don't click on it if you don't send the money also. So you have to watch these two things. Then once you click on transfer, like I explained the other time, wait for the person to release crypto. If he is not releasing, try to call him or chat him up. Hello, I've sent you money, I'm expecting the funds. And he's going to do that. Same thing when you want to sell. I told you, transfer your funds from your spot to your P2P, and then click on P2P, you sell. Select your payment method and expect your payment, then you confirm the release. You confirm the release of the payment. And then, okay, now let's talk about posting ad. I should have even shared that, but I can use this place to explain as well. So in your tab, you're going to see something like this. Click on ads. I have ads already. Okay. So for people who don't have ads, it will be very empty like the one I showed you the other time. You are going to see a button like post ad. So you can create an ad that you want to either buy or sell any cryptocurrency. Just like you see people here, they created their ads. You can also create your own. Okay, I have money in my account, guys. I want to buy cryptos from you. Okay, let's try to create an ad. I click on ad plus, and then okay, I want to buy cryptocurrency. I want to buy USDT. I want to buy BTC. I want to buy, you can select from this wide range. Okay, let's say I want to buy USDT. I want to buy it with engine. I have money in my account. I have Naira in my account. I have like 100,000 in my account. I want to buy USDT from people that they want to sell. So, and there are two kind of pricing settings. We have the fixed and the floating. The fixed means I want to specifically say the amount I want to buy. I want to buy at the rate of $4.90 per dollar. Obviously, no one wants to trade that with me right now because the limit is around 500 plus. But I'm just using as an example for the class. Okay, I want to buy it at the fixed price of $4.90. If you are not selling, please don't trade with me. So I'm gonna set that as a fixed price, and then I click on next. But if I want to buy at the floating price means the current price, and then I will now add a percentage increase or decrease on it. Okay, I want to buy it less than like 99% of the current price, or I want to buy it at about above the current price in this kind of percentage. So you set it. So whatever the current rate of the that crypto is to the opposite you are selling, like USDT to NGN, then it is going to calculate it for you there and keep floating with the number of percentage. Okay, let's say I want to sell it at about 150%, 130%, 536. Then I click on next. So it's going how much do I want to buy? I want to buy like 200 USDT. That's a calculation of 107,000. So that means I have up to this in my account, so that when people want to trade with me, I will just send them the money and then they release crypto. The minimum I want to buy, just like we were trading with people the other time, they have order limits. I will set my order limits too. I can say, okay, let me trade with as low as 1,000 naira. The minimum I want to buy is 10,000. So if you are selling less than 10,000, I don't want to trade with you. The maximum I want to buy is 75,000, and I'm receiving my payment method in bank transfer. My pay time, some people put 45, so my own is 15 minutes. I want to trade quickly. So next, so the estimated fee is around 0.40 USDT. That is for you as a seller, not for people that are buying. When people are buying, they are not paying anything. For you as a seller, there's an estimated fee. Now, for buying ads, there will not be freezing or there will not be any freezing or processing fee. When an order is completed, the fee is deducted directly from the order. Current ad fee is 0.2%. Okay, I got it. So next, I will set my terms. Thank you for trading with Spend Nigeria. We're working on your order. So that will be the message he's going to see before he plays an ad. Just like we see on other people that the guy was saying that don't put crypto related whatever stuff blah blah blah. So we'll continue, and then I set my auto reply as well. The terms is what shows before the person order. The auto reply is what shows immediately the person places an order. It shows in the message. So I can say, okay, I want the person should I don't want to trade with people that just register, I will mark this. If I want to trade with people that just register, I will mark this. Just like you see somebody that said limited the other time. Okay, I don't want to trade with people that doesn't have less than 0.1 BTC. I can set it to any limit. I can say, okay, you must have at least 2 BTC before you can trade with me. So people that don't have up to that won't be able to trade. But I don't want to do that because I want to quickly get customers. So I can post it now and then it goes live. Anyone can see me, but I'm not doing that now. I will just go offline and then keep it for later. Same thing if you want to sell, you click on sell. That means you already have the crypto. Okay, let's go back. Previous. Let's click sell. So that means I want to sell USDT. I want to sell it for Naira. I want to sell it on a floating price of around 130%. That's 535 per USDT. Next. So it automatically calculates how much am I having in my P2P wallet. So it's not kind of thing that you can scam people. Okay, I'm having $11 and I want to sell 10 out of it. So what's my minimum? The minimum you can sell out is 100. You see, I've been expecting this. So that means I can't trade sell order P2P because I only have 11 USDT. I need to have at least 100 to be able to start trade. So the same thing, if you have that limit, just set, okay, I want to sell like 200, then you just continue the same way I set the buy order. So that is how to post an ad as on the Binance P2P, whether to buy or sell. Click on post ad, and then you follow the procedure like I explained to you the other time, and you post it. Same thing. Once your order is successfully posted, people will be able to see it on the list. So what are the new features on Binance P2P? You can rate people, like the person I traded with the other time. I can rate him. It's a good person, so that people also can read their ratings. You can also read people's rating before trading with them. And you can share your ad. Once you post your ad, you can actually share it with people, and like you copy the link and send it to them so that people can trade with you. You can buy and sell crypto with cash transfer. You can with your there is something called NGN, your fiat balance inside your Binance app. You can buy with if you have Naira in your wallet, you can buy directly with the Naira in your wallet, and then you all you need to do is just set your payment method as Binance Naira NGN. It's in the payment method. So, and we also have the P2P Express Zone. In P2P Express Zone is a place where you can directly enter the amount to get the best matched offer. And this is currently available for CNY and Nigeria Naira also. If you want to, let's say you want to buy $30. Once you click on Express, instead of P2P, it's always at the top. Once you click on Express, then you just type the amount, then it automatically matches you with the person that wants to sell that particular price, and then you proceed with the P2P. So after this class, I expect you to start trading your P2P now, so you don't need to look for anybody before you trade. So how do you become a P2P merchant? What are the benefits before we talk about how to become? You don't pay transaction fee. Unlike the normal user, you pay 0.2%, but as a merchant you don't pay any fee. And you are also not paying any ad. You are not paying any fee for hosting ad. You have VIP discount. You have higher daily withdrawal limit. You have access to merchant portal, and you have exclusive customer support. You have priority when you want to make complaint and appeal about any trade, and you have exclusive merchant promotion. So if you want to become a merchant, just click the link. If you need the link, I'll send to you in the group. Just follow it. So thank you for joining the class tonight. So I want you to do me a favor. Immediately after this class, I want you to drop a summary of what you've learned.
Yeah.
All right, good evening. Any question before we call it a day?
Thank you for the lecture. Although I joined late, so I didn't follow from the beginning, but the aspect I met the class So rather, at the stage I made the class, I actually gained little. Or I don't know, maybe in a subsequent time, or when you are doing the sending in the recorded reaction, um, I'll key into that aspect again to actually get more details.
All right, thank you. Thank you very much for joining the call tonight. So I believe everyone on this call now, you are good to go on how to buy and sell any cryptocurrency. So go ahead and make your first trade. So go ahead and perform your first transaction. I'll also be here to guide you on any question you need. Thank you very much for joining the class today. We meet some other time.